there, creative crew. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Vanessa with the Winnie Umbrella Brand, the Winnie Umbrella Publishing, the Winnie Umbrella Everything Under the Sun, and welcome to my podcast. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss another video, even though it's been a while. Or don't miss another podcast, because I'm making a video and the voices to it. So you can either watch it on YouTube at Winnie Umbrella Brand, or you can listen on any podcast platform that you like. Now, this is take 2. So I did a whole spiel, and baby, it did not record. So always check, do a tester, and I'm gonna learn to do that. Do a tester video or a tester podcast just to make sure it's recording, and then go full spill. I'm not just going full spill once it said recording and it didn't record. But we're neither here nor there. Okay, let that go. So, it's been a moment. Since I did a podcast, it's been over a month, and I'm back because I had to take a break. I'm building momentum to getting back on track with work, with my business, and making sure that my business is profitable. Also, that I am consistent. I have been learning, cultivating discipline into my life and into my business to make sure that it's growing, make sure that it's being shown, make sure that I can see some type of growth into my business, because me taking a break does stop visibility, because I'm a one person business, you know what I mean? So it does stop visibility, because if I'm not posting, if I'm not commenting, if I'm not, pushing my business out there, how would you see it? So by me taking a break, I needed to figure out a way to stay consistent, to get my why and all that stuff together. So I'm coming back with a plan, and I've been implementing this plan lately. So by being disciplined, waking up early, being consistent, I was working out in motion. If I didn't feel like doing it, I didn't do it. If I was too tired, I didn't do it, because I work a 9 to 5, a side job, family, other stuff, and then business. I'm just saying, like, I work straightly out of motion then. Now working straightly out of discipline is giving me a different type of mindset to doing the things that I need to do. Working out, I got to do it. Business posting, social media, I got to do it. And no, if I just don't feel like it, I'm not doing it. I'm doing it. And by me being disciplined and taking the emotion out of it, I am seeing growth. I'm seeing some type of growth, and it's small, but it's building momentum to being bigger. And I'm truly appreciative of that, because it's just take a different perspective of how I'm doing things. And I used to be burnt out all the time. So when I was coming back into business, I didn't stop. I used to make little social media contents. I call them SMCs. I used to make those and then put them out there. But seeing me and doing things and stuff like that, pushing my new books and stuff like that, finishing my new book, I didn't do it. I stopped. So by me being more disciplined, and it's like a list of things that this is my non-negotiables of what I got to do. And I can't make that list so thick that I can't fit in everyday life stuff. But these are my list of things. So by me doing that, I had to take a brief overlook on my business. And I had to make my giant task smaller. So by me I used to try to tackle the biggest thing at one time. So I can hurry up and get that done. So I can hurry up and get this, and I can put all this together, and I can make this by month. No, that burnt me out so bad that I had to make the bigger task so small that I can complete that in a day. In my disciplined day of this is the outline time. Even if I can't outline the specific time, this has to be done today. And for me to make time for certain things, I had to get up earlier. I did this video before, and I think it was over 30-some minutes long. When it didn't record, I'm redoing the videos again at this moment. But am I gonna put that 30-something minutes to it? I don't know. I don't know because time frame. So I don't know. But I am still giving it the quality voice stance that I did the previous video. So give and take. That's exactly the ebbs and flow. Give and take. But I did do a brief overlook on my business, and I saw what was working and what was not working. What's working is what I really want to gravitate away from. Specifically having my business as a on YouTube. Let's just say that YouTube. It's a few videos on my YouTube that has consistently, since I've been on YouTube, have thousands of views, keep getting views every day, every week. And those views I don't do anymore. Those type of videos. It was specifically on, if you're having this problem, this is the way I fixed it. And by doing that, it was strictly about my business, but I'm on a different level on my business. And by me being on a different level on my business, I'm not talking about that stuff anymore. But that stuff is what's growing my business. So growing my YouTube channel, not my business, my YouTube channel. And I want my YouTube channel to be more about my products. But I still can show you what's working and what's working. I don't know. I'm going to figure that part out because I showed behind the scenes. I showed the how-tos. But it's the intricate how-tos is what's growing my YouTube channel on that side. And I'm not doing that. So I'm doing a deep dive in my business, social media side, and see how am I continuing to push myself in my business forward. It's okay to change and it's okay to pivot in other areas. If I don't want to do it anymore, I don't do it. The other audiences will come. That's just that. Okay, so prioritizing mental health. I did say that I have family, 9-to-5, side hustle, another thing, and then my business. I did say that. So by having all these things and then running on emotion, I was running myself burnt out. So by being disciplined, again, is what's giving my books a shout out. And what I mean by that is like, what am I working on this week? I worked on, let's see that book up there this week, and it did get some momentum. Like it got some views in a sense of some traction. And that's the first book I wrote. Well, it's a journal book, but that's the first one I wrote. And it got some traction. Streaming online, my social media. I've noticed that majority of my business, I'm working on my social media. And having a plan and batch containing 2 weeks ahead is what's working for me now. I can do it, but I'm unable to do the month in advance to make sure I'm ahead like that. But because I don't want to put that energy into it. But doing 2 weeks ahead, I want to get to the point where a month and a half, I have a week off where I don't have to create, I don't have to post because everything is streamlined. And I'm building momentum to work towards that. So if I do 2 weeks ahead, 2 weeks ahead, 2 weeks ahead, 2 weeks ahead, it's a week out there where I ain't got to do nothing. Everything's done. And then the next week I come back, everything's still done. I just go back to 2 weeks ahead, 2 weeks ahead, 2 weeks ahead. I'm trying to get myself to that type of momentum. And it's going to get there. Being disciplined is what's getting me there. Small wins. I sold a book. And I'm truly grateful for wherever platform that they bought it from, because they didn't buy it from me. They bought it. My books and all that other stuff is on like Barnes and Noble online, Books A Million online. It's on major book platforms and on like smaller book platforms online. In the store, no, but online, yes. And they bought it off of those. And I'm truly appreciative. Truly, truly, truly appreciative. I wrote out my notes so that I can stay on track, because usually I will get to talking and I'm trying to be, keep it streamlined. Now, reaching out to community. In the past, not far in the past, but this year, I try to do the ambassador stuff, and a lot of the book tube readers and all that other stuff, book talk and stuff like that, I reached out for a few. I watched their page. I liked their content. I reached out to the little handles that you go, the emails and stuff like. A lot of the emails were broken. And what I mean by broken, it wasn't working, and it will tell you if it's an unsendable email, and or it will tell you that the site is not working, or you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. And I'm like, now I got to research again, because I after I went through that whole spill of figuring those out, figuring all those people out, it took a lot for me. It took a lot because I really researched the type of people that I want to advertise my book. And for the information to not be able to, I know one of them, you had to message about 3 or 4 times before it can go to their messaging inbox. And yeah, I could have messaged 3 or 4 times, but I was like, that's too spammy to me. But look at Shein. You buy some, you don't buy some. They're going to spam you regardless. But it's going to catch your eye. So maybe I can think about it in that term, but I didn't. I just thought about it, okay, if these handles don't work, and then how else would I reach out to you? Then I'll just wait and find somebody else that is easier to reach out to, who handles do work, or that's, you know, or I don't know. I'm going to figure that out. I will get back with you guys on that one, because working with other people with my products, or with any products, you know, that's a whole different ballgame within itself. So when it comes with me, I feel like people should be paid. Ain't no work for free, you know, like that. You should get paid, timely manner, property rights to the video, and use it however you want to. Simple. So I'm gonna revert back to that, and then I'm gonna let y'all know how that goes. What didn't work then may work now, because I have a different mindset and a different journey towards it. I do want to say this. I have been inspired not to copy, not like that inspired to copy. I've noticed that like the people I watch and stuff are not even book people. They're other type of people, like business owners and stuff like that. For me, how am I gonna say this? Okay, I said I was inspired, right? But it's the reason why I was inspired, because it was relatable. But they are elevated in some way from, you know, higher up, so it gives you something to inspire. Okay, my inspiration in business has been more people that can balance family, life, friends, business, love. Those. And it's showing that some days some get more attention than others. It's showing that, and they're showing that. So I appreciate the people who show their lives on internet. I appreciate them, because some days it's good, some days it's not. And some days you do not see the whole full story. And that's okay too, because people deserve their privacy. But I do appreciate that. And for me, those are business owners. And they don't have nothing to do with a book. But those are business owners that showing their ups and downs, or showing their life, or showing how they're doing this to elevate their business, but also doing this soon as that done. Family, business, this, friends, this, business, family, this, friends, business, friend, incorporate them into the business. It's a lot, but I do appreciate watching those. Those are inspiring, because it's saying it can be done. Maybe chaotic at times, but it can be done. And in my case, I got burnt out. So I had to let the podcast down for a little bit, let certain type of posts that I was doing down for a little bit, and just do SMCs, social media content, in a sense of like little posts with words and little animations and stuff like that. And I like animation, but that's a task that's getting into, has been studying certain parts of my business for 3 years, really 4, 3. And if I started then 4 years ago, like I should have, I would be so much farther now. So I'm learning that it has to be a starting point for there to be growth. So One thing I am also learning, I do have to keep myself in the butt for, being seen. Me not wanting to be seen has pushed my business in a certain area where I noticed that I'm watching videos where people are seen, people are talking into, but usually I will put animation there. Usually I'll put something because I don't want to be seen. I would rather film the video, do the movie, do all this and that, than be in front of the camera. Not out of confidence, but it's just I like to pivot out behind the scenes. But when it comes to my business, since I'm a one-person business, I have to be in front of the camera more, and I have to navigate being the front face of the camera, which I would rather. I'll tell y'all the behind the scenes stuff in front of the camera, but being the app, I just didn't want to do. Not out of confidence. It's just something I'd rather film someone to do. That's the whole thing. I would rather direct someone to do this than me do it. So I'm learning. It's my business. I need to project my business because it's my job to do my business. And since I'm the only person that's running the business, I need to be seen for the business. So let's get a win there. Now, I'm not going to hold you guys long. I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you get some gems that what I'm talking about, because discipline over emotion will get you further. I'm just going to say that. If you ain't learn anything from this video, learn that. And learn to be inspired. Even if it's not even in your niche or in your genre or something like that, people can inspire you by action. And actions is what inspired me. So, once again, thank you so much for listening to the Winnie Umbrella Brand, the Winnie Umbrella Publishing, the Winnie Umbrella Everything Under the Sun. And I hope you subscribe. Go on WinnieUmbrellaPublishing.com for your next favorite book. And let's get creative. All right, guys.